Happy midweek OBT. A little bit different format today as we are announcing senior local leadership changes this summer. First, we are announcing the news that Corps Sergeant Major David Winters will retire from the Corps Sergeant Major role as of May 31st. Stephanie and I are grateful to David for his work as the Corps Sergeant Major over the last several years. We've been able to learn from him, to know his support, and to gain an understanding of his love of the kingdom of God and the Oak Brook Terrace Corps. We wish David all the best. He is a true servant leader. He will also be retiring from his medical practice in May, and we wish he and Diana the best as they enter retired life, splitting their time between Pennsylvania and Greater Chicagoland. We look forward to how God will continue to bless and use them. We are grateful to David for sharing this information of his retirement with us in September of 2020. We have had time to pray, to seek counsel, to put together criteria for the selection process of a new Corps Sergeant Major. That selection process led us to 5 major areas: spiritual maturity, stewardship, leadership, mission, and salvationism. We took those 5 areas of criteria and we also brought 6 voices of trusted leaders into this process. We made sure that those leaders were diverse in experience, in age, in gender, and in race and ethnicity. We listened to those voices, we looked at the criteria, we began to write down names of those who could fill this role. And we were very intentional in writing down those names to be mindful of diversity in gender, in race, in ethnicity, in age, and experience. After much prayer, counsel, consultation, we are happy to announce today that Ron Schultz will be the new Corps Sergeant Major for Oak Brook Terrace. Ron has spent time in prayer and in consultation with his wife, Carol, and he has agreed to take on this role. We are excited for what this means for Ron, for the Corps, and for the kingdom, and we look forward to how God will use Ron in this role. Now, let me say to you today, Ron will not be the last Corps Sergeant Major this Corps has. This has been a process which has brought to mind the need for leadership development in our Corps. We want to know that we have leaders going into the future. I'll be honest, as we wrote down names of possibilities, we have a good pool of leadership possibilities. However, now is not the time to sit back on our laurels. We've got to make sure we have leaders going into the future. So let me challenge you a bit today. How do you feel about how you've been developed as a leader? Do you feel that you need intentional leadership development? Moreover, do you believe that now is the time to come along and mentor someone, maybe even of the younger generation, who could be a leader one day? Let's be mindful of what we're doing in diversity and inclusion in leadership development. Are we creating areas for everyone to be developed and to learn good leadership skills going further? Let's make this a matter of prayer, but let's also make it a matter of intentional action at Oak Brook Terrace. How can we be better about leadership development? Let me be clear right now. We are doing good work. We are mentoring. We are developing leaders. We are discipling. But there are always ways to do it better. There are always ways to improve upon what we already have. Let's make it a matter of prayer and action. If you're a prayer partner, I'm going to ask you to make this a matter of prayer with your prayer partner. How is God leading them to develop for leadership? If you are someone who needs to come along as a mentor in someone's life, pray to God about who that is. Are there people in our Corps who you see as having the possibility of becoming Salvation Army officers? Write that down. Pray for them. Come alongside of them. Speak that into their life. Sometimes calling starts by someone else bringing it to your attention. Let's commit to further leadership development today. I know you will pray for David as he transitions. I know you will pray for Ron as he begins to take on the Corps Sergeant Major role. This transition will happen this summer. We will keep you updated as to a specific time and date for an installation. We look forward to how God is working. You are loved. You are prayed for. Pray for our Corps and pray for the Salvation Army's mission in our community. God bless you this week.